This average-looking, middle America guy is actually pretty special. In fact, he and his buddies may be more than human. This looks like your usual black belt martial arts school, but most students learn how to inflict pain. These guys learn how to receive pain.
The question that most people ask is, why do you do this? And it's kind of the old thing of climbing Mount Everest, you know, because it's there or because I can.
Our investigation will take an in-depth look at Rick. We'll monitor his vital signs, try to figure out how he manages to take this kind of a beating and apparently not feel the burn. What exactly is this? Is this basically karate?
This is a specialized form of the martial arts, which is called combat ki.
Ki is your internal energy.
Right, and what we utilize it for, of course, is teaching students how to take blows and kicks to the vital areas of the body that would normally injure or fatally injure
So like the
an
chest
average person. Chest, throat, crotch.
You can take a kick to the crotch.
Oh, yes.
And it won't hurt.
No.
So people actually pay you to teach them to get kicked in the crotch.
Oh, yeah.
Did you just get into this? Or you?
No, I've been in it for 30 years.
30 years doing it. Now, what would make you want to go and study to get kicked in the crotch?
30 years ago, I was just a kid. I thought when I joined this system, I thought everybody did this.
Really? So you thought everybody got kicked in the crotch?
Does this. Yes.
Really? So if I came up to you right now and just hit you, you would just look at me like you are now and just...
Well, that's the ultimate goal for what we teach, is to be prepared at all times to take a strike or a kick or to enter into combat.
So I can try it on you.
Let me give you somebody that I can talk you right through this and make sure that you yourself get to feel what it feels like to hit somebody.
He's afraid of me.
Now, what we'll do is with Rick, we're going to have Rick and I'm going to lift his chin way up there, just like so. And I'm doing this because I know you're not an expert in punching. This gives you more room to punch him in the Adam's apple. You get into a good posture where you can get the most impact behind your punch. Don't make yourself look too wimpy on TV now.
No, I'll give
You pop him all your might right there in his Adam's apple. You get ready.
Okay, so I just get him. Can I get closer in, or
Yeah, but wherever
I want?
comfortable. Yeah.
Okay.
Get your focus and then you drill him. Hard as you can drill him right in the throat.
Ready? I can just. See, I tried to look at you and tried to psych you out a little bit. Here we go again. Try it. Ready? Actually, it hurt my hand, and I'm punching more than he is.
Hard as you can.
Okay.
Push him hard as you can. Like you really.
So is this real? Is he taking a real punch to the neck and not feeling any pain? All I know is I'm hitting him as hard as I can. Maybe it's time to talk a little about pain. Pain is actually a warning sent by specialized nerve endings called pain receptors. They respond to extremes in temperature and pressure or other irregularities in the body. Each of us respond to these impulses differently, but that doesn't explain this level of pain management. Every time I went to strike him, when I did the sucker thing and didn't strike him, his neck was tensing up. So you could see me coming. Could I challenge that and have you close your eyes and come at you a totally different way?
Sure.
So I could hit you anywhere, you won't know where, but you won't flinch.
If you want.
Close your eyes, don't cheat, all right? And any time I can do it. Whenever I want to, I'm just talking.
But do it like you mean it. Hard as you
I
can
just
do
feel
it.
so bad because you're a nice guy.
Don't feel bad.
All right.
I'll hit you later.
You'll hit me later. You just tense up because I don't know if you're breathing. Oh, you're breathing? Okay. I like that.
Very good.
That's amazing. Actually, my hand is hurting. I'm still amazed that he can take a shot like this. But what does it feel like?
Your body's relaxed. It feels the strike that's coming upon it, and your mind takes over along with your breath. That's the level that you're trying to achieve.
Dr. Robert Riley came in to aid in our medical investigation and help us learn more about the physical implications. We decided the next step was to hook Rick up to a heart monitor. Maybe there are physiological clues in his body as he absorbs this inhuman punishment.
And we'll be able to monitor Rick then through this and see just what his pulse rate is doing, because I know if it were most of us, what we would experience is we would probably have a fair amount of anxiety right up front. and our pulse rate would be fairly high. And then certainly after sustaining severe blows, we would expect it may well go even higher. I'd be interested to see if Rick has that normal response, or if Rick has some other response. Rick's heart rate right now is seeming to be mostly in the normal range.
Let's bring Rod in here. And Rod. Skeptics might think that Rick is falling backwards as a blow approaches.
He hits hard.
He hits hard. He does. Watch his blow to the solar plexus in slow motion. The camera never lies. How did it look on the monitors?
Well, just beforehand, actually, Rick's heart rate dropped down a little bit to around 110, and now it's settled back about where it was in the 120s to around 130.
I don't have to tell you, you shouldn't be trying this at home, especially what you're about to witness. There's nothing a man protects more instinctively than his groin. Rick is going to demonstrate the ultimate pain management test, and let me kick him in the you-know-where. So you really want me to kick him in the groin?
Sure.
Full force. We've checked him off camera, and there's no cuff, there's no devices in any way. It's just all natural. If anyone doesn't want to see me kick this nice man in the gonads, here's a 10-second warning. The faint of heart or those who have had a bad experience in this regard might want to look away. You're doing your whatever little thing you do. And I didn't see your facial reactions, but it didn't hurt?
No.
No? Come on in, Lonnie. Yeah, so you think that was a girly man kick? Okay, let's go. But would you like to be kicked like this? I feel his pain.
Our monitor showed about a baseline level of around 130, and then with the blow it bumped up into the upper 130s.
What about during the actual impact?
There was a little bit of artifact just as a result, but we didn't see any.
But not much.
Not really much, no.
Is this amazing you as well as it is me?
I certainly wouldn't recommend this to anybody, but it's impressive to watch.
And please, listen to the doctor's advice. A blow to the testicle activates a long line of pain receptors. In addition, kicking the sensitive tissue is very dangerous because it can cause swelling that can cut off the blood supply from the body and permanently damage the testicle. So, what's Rick's secret? Like Zamora, Rick suggests that the pain response can be unlearned. But how? Is it repetition? Is it meditation? Is it breath control, as many suggest? It's impossible to say, since the medical community generally doesn't endorse these non-Western pain management practices. But the evidence is right before me.
One of the great aspects of studying combat key is you learn how to control your adrenaline. You learn how to control your feel. You learn how to deal with it on your terms. Once you get over your fear, you can do anything that you want to do.